Alright, what's going on, guys? Coach Joe here, and we got a nice stocked up fridge. So I think I'm gonna go over some my meal prep, what my macros are, how much I'm eating, how much time goes into meal prep, and give you guys some tips and tricks so that you guys can meal prep a little bit better. And we got a sleeping adorable puppy over here. This is Duke. Alright, so my personal macros right now, if you don't know what macros are, it's just macronutrients, and the major macros are your protein, carbs, and fats. Okay, so you want to be hitting certain numbers to either maintain your body weight, increase your body weight, or decrease your body weight. And all this is basically trial and error or messing with those numbers to figure out, you know, what you need to hit to get your desired results, as well as how it is affecting your performance. Okay, so for me right now, I need to get in 250 grams of protein every day. I'm getting in around 75 grams of fat, and then about 300 grams of carbs right now. Before I was in a caloric deficit, so I was actually losing some weight. I was about 240, I got back down to about 230, 232. I was bouncing around, but now with nationals coming up less than, I think 11 weeks at this point, I want to start progressively trying to increase my weight, which I hope will give me more muscle to increase my performance, as well as fill out my weight class. So in my weight class, I would go in from 242 to 275. That's my gap. So I want to kind of sit right in the middle around 250 or 255, being the strongest, the fastest, and the best I've ever felt. So that is my goals right now. Personally, everybody's going to be a little bit different. And if you guys don't know your macros, a great way to start is just going into ifitfitsyourmacros.com, which I can just link below or somewhere up here. You can fill out those questionnaires. That's not the perfect macros, okay? So you're gonna have to play with it. It took me months to figure out, you know, really where my macros would lie, but that's just a good way to start. So that's a good way that I would input for you guys. And then just based off that, something really easy to track all that is MyFitnessPal. I do MyFitnessPal every single day with everything that I eat. And then I just check the macros at the end of the day, get in what I'm missing, or I'm just happy that I got everything in. First meal of the day, breakfast. So for breakfast, I am eating egg whites, and then I have turkey bacon. And on top of that, what I'm gonna do today is probably an Ezekiel muffin. Okay, so Ezekiel muffin is something you can find in the frozen food section, and I will just eat all that, and I'll give you my total macro count when I'm done chowing down. I think one of the biggest issues people make when it comes to nutrition is actually not eating enough, or eating too much, or just their macros are all over the place. You want to have something that's always consistent, okay? That's going to be the best way to monitor your macros or whatever you need to change, all right? So that would be my first thing. The other thing too I get asked a lot is like carbs in terms of training. So for me, what I do personally is I have 30% of my carbs prior to training, and then 30% of my daily carbs post-training. With those pre and post meals, I keep my fats super low or no fats, okay? I want my body to utilize the carbohydrates as my fuel source. And then throughout the day with the rest of the meals is when I will put in the fats and the rest of my carbs. So that gives me 40 grams of or 40% of my daily carbs left. So that'll be divided into the meals throughout the day, and then I'll slowly implement little bits of fat to hit my total fat goal. And if I'm doing, say, 5 meals a day, okay, with 250 grams of protein, I'll just divide that by 5, so that's about 50 grams per meal that I need to get in. And I always typically do 1 shake a day, or if I really need to get my protein in, I'm in a pickle, I will have a shake then as well to use it as supplements should be used. So every morning I always do coffee. Now, people may say, like, do you use cream, sugar, whatever? Now, you can use whatever you want as long as it fits your macros. So if I want a little bit of cream, I'll measure it out in the tablespoons and I'll add it into MyFitnessPal. Normally, I only have cream in the morning, and then anytime I drink coffee throughout the day, it's always black coffee. So that morning coffee is a little bit of a treat, but it's factored into my macros, so I'm allowed to have it. It doesn't affect me, and it's in moderation. So as you guys just saw, I will be drinking the Perry RX prior to my workout. I was drinking about 25 minutes before I work out, so it kicks into my system. My face will get a little bit tingly and I'll be ready to get some iron in. So that will be that. My meal before that was salmon, about 8 ounces of salmon. Then I have steel cut oats, Quaker oatmeal, which is about 30% of my carbs. So I'll do 2.5 packets of that. And then there was some asparagus as my vegetables. So that's kind of my pre-training meal for today. It does change as long as I have some sort of protein. I get that amount of carbs in, so 30% of my total carbs a day. No fats and some sort of vegetable. I'm rocking and rolling. So after I'm done training, I will have probably a shake and then another meal a little bit after. Dinner, see where my macros are at, and if I'm good, then I'm good for the day. If I need to get another meal in, I will fit another meal in. What's going on, guys? Sorry, it's a little bit dark in here. Just got done my training session. So normally post-training, what I always do is take 1 scoop of earth-fed muscle. So I'll throw that in my shaker. I also use Mission 6 Glyco Bomb. So this is just to get carbs in, start the muscle recovery and building process, and I'll do that after I'm done training. So that is my post-training ritual. All right, so I'm here with my grandpa, the legend, and then Mad Dog. She doesn't want her face to be seen because
don't say anything.
She's a criminal, and if people on the internet see her face, they'll find out about all the crimes she's committed. No, but tonight we're doing pork chops, we're doing sauerkraut, we're doing beets, we're doing quinoa, right?
Yep, and string beans.
And string beans. So I'll measure that out, and then that'll pretty much be it. If I have to get any other meals in, I'll try to fit my macros in after I eat this, so see where I'm at.
So I thought I needed.
Alright, so I'm low on carbs, and normally I would have Halo Top, but Halo Top doesn't fit my macros. However, one of these little chipwiches do. The only problem is I finish them in like 2 seconds, and then it's like, it's good, and then I just want more, but I have to have self-control, and I have issues with self-control, but I'm gonna eat this sucker.